So my first time being here at an IAB Europe conference, I think for me it's fantastic just to see so many people coming together from all different sides of the industry. The in-person meeting for me is just so important in this day and age for people to realise that there are other people who are working in the same area with maybe the same challenges, and just to hear from so many different people from across the industry, brands, from IAB Europe, from publishers. So it's fantastic just to get everybody in the same room. So far, very delighted to be here. I think for us at Add Net Zero, it's always important for us to push sustainability wherever we can. I think what tends to happen is that we have sustainability events, or we run Add Net Zero events, or we have some sessions focused on sustainability. And from there, you're really just focusing on the people who are already engaged. So I think it's important for us to try and bring sustainability into every event, into every award ceremony, into every event that we run across the industry, so that everybody is at the table and everybody hears a little bit more about what they can do. Just to involve everybody, I think, and for everybody to know that it is their responsibility, no matter where they sit in the industry, for them to embrace sustainability and to find out what they can do, to collaborate with other partners, and to talk to other experts and find out what supports are there. So it's very important for us to try and bring it to as many broad events and sessions as we can. I think the biggest challenge right now for us is kind of a geopolitical one. There's a lot happening across the world, and there's a little bit of hesitancy when it comes to sustainability. If I think back to maybe 2 years ago, sustainability was a priority. It was top of everybody's agenda. Everybody was speaking about it, and everybody was moving forward. I think there has been a little bit of a standstill in the last couple of months, understandably so, until people know where everything sits. I guess the looming tariffs and what's happening in the US, I think, and indeed across Europe. We've also seen maybe a soft Q1 for a lot of companies and a lot of advertisers. So it's just really right now the challenge is trying to encourage people to keep going and to keep engaged on this topic, and as much as we can support them, we will. The biggest opportunity, I think, for people is, first of all, I think it's the level of collaboration on this subject is huge. I think because nobody really has all of the answers, everybody's willing to learn from each other. And for me, that's been a huge opportunity across the industry. I don't think we've seen that before when it comes to any other topic. People are quite open to share, to help, to support larger agencies with smaller agencies and bringing them together. But also it's about creating a business case for sustainability. So when we talk about sustainability historically, people talked about the environment, about the climate impact, about our emissions. But really, if we bring that back to just the word sustainable, we're talking about sustaining your business. It's about, safeguarding what's happening right now, but looking forward to the future. So sustaining your business, sustaining your staff, sustaining your bottom line, trying to drop waste and trying to kind of create a better future for your business. So the opportunity, I think, is trying to create a business case so that businesses and advertisers know that embracing sustainability is not just the right thing for the planet, but it also makes business sense. The normal piece of advice I would give to anybody is to just start looking at what you're doing, looking at your current activities. That's a little bit lost on an audience like this, because I think, in this sector, people are generally quite far advanced already. But really it's about start looking at what you're already doing, start talking to other partners in the industry, because this is what we're really finding with Add Net Zero is it's as people start to foster those conversations and that collaboration, they're starting to find new ways of doing things, new ways of measuring things. Everybody's got calculators that they use of different ways of measuring their emissions, but really it's about starting somewhere. Even if you're small, start looking at what you're doing and finding a path forward, and start putting pressure on your suppliers, start putting pressure on your supply chains. So look, for me, it's always front and center. So I think when I talk to anybody, it's always kind of the first topic of conversation. But already, I've met a bunch of people that I have only met online, and just the energy in the room is fantastic. It's very informal. Everybody is just delighted to be here. And I think just meeting up with people in person, I think is so important when you work in the area of sustainability, you tend to kind of work on your own in a lot of cases, and it seems to be a subject that's somewhere out there, that there's a team that looks after it. So being able to bring it into a conversation like this at a conference like this is brilliant. But the energy downstairs is amazing so far, I have to say. Really looking forward to what the rest of the day has. Collaboration, positive and energy driven, I think is it for me.